Hello students, very good morning. Hope you all watched my last video regarding the same chapter, that is ninth chapter of geography. And now from the same chapter we are going to discuss one more topic. But before that, I would like to recapitulate the last video. In last video we have discussed about the wildlife diversity, destruction and measures to prevent wildlife. Now in this video we will see what are the initiative taken by government to protect the wildlife, animals and somehow the whole culture of some specific place. So let's start this video. So in this video we'll go and learn about sanctuaries, national parks, bioreserves. Okay, so let's see what they are. First of all, I would like to say that all these three things which is initiated by government, their purpose are same, but their way of protection, the level of protection to the wildlife is completely different. So let's see, and we will start from the sanctuary. In sanctuary, this is the area where animals are protected because there is no human activities. Because if any human being want to interact with this area, they need special permission. But in sanctuary, as compared to the national park and bioreserve zone, the limitations and restrictions is less. Means people can go, but with the permission. They can go for the grazing of animals, but there must be permission from the authorities. Apart from that, this we can say specially established for the protection of some specific species. And we have some examples just like Periyar, Chandraprabha, Atangaram is famous sanctuaries. Now come to the national park. National park is also established for the protection of wildlife, but as compared to the sanctuary, the protection level is higher than sanctuary. And here it is not depend on any specific, it is not established for the protection of any specific species, but more than one ecosystem can be protected in this area. And here animal grazing is completely banned. Means with the permission, without permission, in any way, any of the surrounding people, they cannot enter in the national park, and they are not allowed to graze their animals in this area. Apart from that, we have already discussed that it is not centered on any specific species of animal, and it is established with the coordination of state and central government. Now come to the examples: Kaziranga, Corbett, Belvedere, Marine National Park, Gir, Dachigam, all are the important national parks, and that we will learn on Indian map in the next video. Now come to the one special protection zone, that is bioreserve zone. So let's see how it is differ from the two others. First of all, it is completely formed on the international norms. Means it is supervised by, it is run by some international norms. Okay, conditions, code of condition, they get from other countries also. Okay, so how it is different from sanctuary and national park? Because in sanctuary and national park only physical protection is there. Means the physiographical protection is there, just like anyone cannot kill animals, cannot cut trees. But here it is not only physical but also cultural protection of any region, means if any area comes under the bioreserve zone, so in these areas, the how the peoples, tribal people or any other people, how they are living, they should not be affected by, they should not be forced to change their lifestyle. They are completely free to follow their rituals, custom, lifestyle. No one can teach them, no one can interfere in their personal lifestyle. Apart from that, there is some special arrangement for the research and training of bioreserve zones. Okay, movement of external human, we have already discussed that any type of interference from the outside human being is completely restricted. And these the bioreserve zones having very large area, it's around 5000 square kilometer. We have an examples, we have Nilgiri, Gulf of Mannar, Great Nicobar, Sundarban, Panchmari. These all are the places which comes under the bioreserve zone. Apart from that, Run of Kutch, that is declared as bioreserve zone in 2008 for the protection of special environmental conditions. Okay, here we have some map in India. In Gujarat, we have bioreserve protection zone 18, National Park 103, Sanctuaries 531, Gujarat 1, 423, like that. Just go through this one. Okay, now one more thing that we have already discussed in yesterday's video, that is what development and progress. This is very compulsory part of our life, but without keeping in mind that and when we are going for the progress or development, at the same time we should think of our resources, our forest, our wildlife, because when there is development is necessary, at the same time these existence of wildlife is also necessary, because it is completely one type of chain, and if we are going to cut or harm the chain, ultimately it is going to affect our life, affect our existence. Maybe it is going to affect our life after a long time, but it is for sure that it is going to affect. So we must be very environment friendly, we must be very kind, we must be very gentle to all our wildlife, animals, and our surrounding, our environment. We must be very careful. This is our duty to protect them. We have already discussed in the last video that if we have right to live, they have also right to live. They are also creature like us. So we cannot harm them without any reason, or for any reason also. We are not supposed to harm them. Okay, now here just things to know. Hanotro is one animal which we can found in especially semi-arid, means desert area, especially in Run of Kutch, Bunny, Narayan Sarovar, and they looks like fox with fleshy round mouth. And existence of these animals we can find out with their footprints. So here we ends with our video. Hope this is going to help you out. Just watch it, and if there is any question regarding this video, please let me know in the online classes. We will discuss any of your problem in the online classes, and definitely it is going to help you out. Thanks for watching. We'll meet once again with another video. Thank you.